Hello and welcome to the Daily Red, your lunchtime catch-up on all things Liverpool FC and your daily reminder that the Reds are top of the league. However, we have now lost back-to-back games. Crystal Palace at the weekend and Galatasaray last night. A very, very poor performance from the Reds. We lined up with Ali in goal, Szoboszlai at right back, Kanate and Van Dijk in the middle, and Kirkes at left back. In midfield, it was Gravenberch and Curtis Jones. Jeremy Frimpong started on the right wing with Mohamed Salah left out of the team. Florian Wirtz was the 10. Cody Gakpo was standing on the left wing. And Hugo Ekitike was up front. Changes made, changes that didn't work. At no point did it really feel like there was any cohesion in the team. It doesn't feel like there's any balance in the team. There's very little bravery in the team. And that is kind of highlighted at the moment by the midfield pairing last night. 110 combined passes attempted, 82 of them backwards or sidewards. That's not acceptable. There's just no world in which that's the plan. Ryan Gravenberch, 31 of 44 passes backwards or sidewards. Curtis Jones, 51 of 66 backwards or sidewards. Neither of them able to progress the ball properly. Neither of them able to utilize their ball carrying last night. Curtis, on one occasion, managed to work his way through, but it just wasn't an area where we were getting anything last night. Because the midfield is struggling, and the midfield has struggled in most games this season, whether it's been Curtis, whether it's been McAllister, who's obviously had a very poor start to the season, the midfield is starving the forwards of the ball, and they're starving them of quick ball, more to the point. We've asked this question all season long, what's wrong with Mo Salah? Then we see the first half against Everton, and we're getting the ball to Mo really quickly, and we look like a good team again. Because there was purpose to how we were playing. There was balance to the midfield. There's no balance in the midfield right now. When you don't have a number 6, and we do not have a number 6, and people can cry all they want, and they can post stupid things on Twitter about how Ryan Gravenberch's the best defensive midfielder in the world, when he's nothing of the sort, because he's not a defensive midfielder. Could he one day become a genuinely great central midfielder and number 8? Absolutely. He has the talent. The talent's never been in doubt. The mindset and the mentality have always been the doubts with him. He's not a number 6. He's never going to be a number 6. No matter how much Arne tries to shoehorn this thing, he's never going to be a number 6. He wasn't the best number 6 in the league last season. Moises Caicedo was. Sandro Tonali was the second best. And we could probably go through a couple more. But what Ryan Gravenberch could be is he could be an outstanding number 8. Alexis McAllister is an outstanding number 8. And Dominic Szoboszlai is a very good number 8. And last season, between the three of them, they made up for the fact that we didn't have a number 6 because of the balance, because of an even distribution of duties and a willingness to cover for each other. So whatever the weaknesses of McAllister were, which obviously mobility is the biggest one there, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai could make up for that. Gravenberch's biggest weakness is positional sense. McAllister, with his intelligence, and Szoboszlai with his running, could make up for that. Szoboszlai as a 10, not the most inventive player in the world, but you get enough out of Gravenberch and enough out of McAllister to make up for that. Think about it for a second. 6, 8, 10. That's the standard makeup of a midfield. If you don't have the right pieces, it's not going to work with 2 6s and an 8 unless you want to be a defensive team. It won't work with an 8 and 2 10s, but it will work with 3 8s. And we saw proof of that concept last season, certainly in the first half of the season. And we saw once again proof of that concept in that first half against Everton, when last season's midfield was back together. And all of them played well in that first half. McAllister had his only good half of the season. Gravenberch had his best half of the season. Szoboszlai has been outstanding this year. He's been, along with Virgil, our only consistently high-level outfield player. Hugo's been good to very good, but he has had a couple of quiet games. And Ali obviously is the goalkeeper. But most of Szoboszlai's better games came at right back, not in midfield, because that's where we've needed him. By taking out Szoboszlai and going with a number 10, we've chucked the balance in the midfield. By playing 2 8s and a 10, we've thrown the balance away. We're not strong enough off the ball with that group. And now you have the second problem with Florian Wirtz. The first has been, in possession, we're not getting him the ball quick enough. We're not getting him the ball or Mo the ball quick enough and in space. Off the ball, we're very easy to play through now. Last season, we weren't good defensively in midfield, but we had a competitive edge to us in midfield last season. This season, we're just easy to play through. Jamie Carragher said last night, Arne Slot needs to go back to last season's midfield. The irony is magnificent. This is the fella who spent all of last season demanding that we replace Dominic Szoboszlai with a number 10. And now, less than 2 months into the season, he's immediately calling for last season's midfield to be brought back, which is hilarious. But it's also predictable, because anyone with a functioning brain could see that last season, the reason the midfield was working was the balance of the 3 8s. Was there a way to improve that midfield? Absolutely. It was not by swapping out Szoboszlai for a number 10. It was by introducing a number 6 rather. A proper number 6. That would have strengthened us so much more. We would have gotten better defensively. We would have gotten better with progression. We would have retained the off-ball qualities. And potentially, we would have also freed up McAllister and Szoboszlai to do a bit more, or Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, or McAllister and Gravenberch, whichever two were in with that number 6, would have been freed up to do more going forward with the presence of a real number 6 who could sit at the base of that midfield and screen and protect the centre-backs. We don't have anyone that does that. Last night, watching those two midfielders, I wanted Curtis to play because Alexis hasn't deserved to play based on recent form. He's obviously not fit, so I wanted Curtis to play. But we can't have Curtis and Gravenberch doing nothing other than backwards and sideways passes. One of them has to be looking to progress the ball. One of them has to be braver in possession. One of them has to be willing to move the ball quickly. Everything is so slow, so predictable. It's why teams like Galatasaray last night, like Palace at the weekend, like Burnley, are able to sit into deep blocks and just say, right, come and beat us. Come and break us down. We don't think you can. We can't, because we're not moving the ball quick enough. Go back and watch the Burnley game. The only time we got that defence moving was the rare opportunities in the first half where Gravenberch was able to get the ball, spin, and carry it. And by carrying the ball, he was able to break lines and get people moving from positions to come and try and meet him. The problem then was when he released it, everything slowed down again because it went to Cody Gakpo. And Cody is an issue in this team as well. Cody's a good player. But Cody's a very predictable player. He's a very one-paced player. He can only receive ball to feet. He doesn't make runs in behind. So he's not stretching the defence. He's not moving that fullback. He's not opening up space for the left back to step forward into. All the left back can do is overlap at the moment. And it's much more predictable and much easier to deal with. There's no underlapping lanes for the left back because Cody's not moving his fullback around. Unfortunately for us, at this point in his career, Mo Salah is primarily a ball to feet winger as well. So that makes us a little bit stale. There are ways and means to get around it, but it would mean putting more pace back in the middle. To do that, we would need Szoboszlai back in the middle. The easiest fix for Arne Slot right now is to go Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, or given current form and McAllister's physical state, Gravenberch, Jones, and Szoboszlai. But the midfield pair have to be instructed to be braver with the ball. There is no point in having a 93% pass accuracy if 80% of your passes are backwards and sideways. There's just no point to it at all.
Alright, the Reds, it's Jack here, and that was a clip from one of Anfield Index's audio podcasts. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you do like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date on all things LFC. We record around 100 audio podcasts every month, with our shows featuring match-going fans, top journalists, professional analysts, and even Liverpool legends along the way. With the Great Dane himself, Jan Molby, joining us every single week. If you want to listen to all our podcasts for free, head over to anfieldindex.com/podcasts. Our audio shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Anfield Index. Or if you prefer to listen to all our podcasts in full and without any ads, why not head over to AI Pro today to check it out now at AnfieldIndexPro.com. If you want to get involved in the great growing community of Liverpool fans, check out the Anfield Index Discord. The link is in the description. Do get involved with that from Reds around every corner of the globe. For now, Reds, hope you enjoyed this video.